got something really big or a big shad. We're gonna get our first look at this thing. Oh yeah, big salmon. Big salmon. Found the snow. Found a river crossing the road. Let's cross it. Might have a cougar kill here. Odds are that cat's probably not far. Saucy, that's for sure. Hello all my fishy friends and welcome back to this week's Day Fishy Adventure. In my hand here, I have a little surprise, but you guys are gonna have to wait till the end of the episode for that. Today is gonna be a very fun-filled adventure. We have a lot of miles to go, so let's get after it. There's the beauty. Well, we're here. Come on, kid. Hold on. It's kind of high. Come on. There you go. First cast. Oh! Not a bad start. Let's try it again. Got him! Got him! He's on there! That's dinner! Oh! Spoke too soon. Was dinner. Got another one. It's a tiny one. What is that? I don't even know if it's a shad. Look at that little first one to the hand. Now this little crafty creature, everybody, is the American shad. A very, very interesting species of fish that has basically prolifically exploded in the Columbia River. They're not even native to this area. These things, they're actually a fish that originates from the east coast of the United States. There's lots of different species of these things, but these are the American shad, the largest species of shad, and this one's ours. Now I must say my favorite part of shad fishing is the simplicity of it. It's just about as easy a setup as you can possibly get. You have a little piece of pencil lead, about 3/4 of an ounce, about 4 to 5 feet a leader, and what we call a shad dart. Really, it's just a colored jig head. A lot of different colors work. I think it really depends on what the color of the sky is for the day. And today, obviously, it's pretty gross outside, so I got something kind of bright on. And let's see if I get another one. Gonna cast out, give her a 2 count, slow and steady. Slow and steady, maybe a twiddle. Twiddle never hurts. Ooh, they didn't want the twiddle. Not that time. Okay, try it again. Maybe a little bit further. Gonna give it a 2 count this time. Slow and steady. Slow and steady. Slow and steady. We're in the zone. We're in the zone. We are not out of the zone. We're in it. The zone was empty. maybe a little further. Now it is crazy how there is such a method to the madness here. I have been out here so many times and just got my butt whooped by some old lady 5 feet down the bank that was just getting them every single cast over and over. And here I am, Mr. Pro Fisherman, not catching a damn thing. This is what I get for releasing the first one. That first one we got, I think, was a little bit too small for the recipe we want to do today. I want one that's going to feed the village. We're only going to take one. A lot of people can fill coolers with these things. I mean, there is no limit on them. So it's a great way for people to feed their families. You can can these things. You can do a lot of different stuff with them. And I mean, it's an easy, accessible food source. And I love to know that people get to come out here and take advantage of it and use it. And these things are definitely not in danger. I think in the last couple of years, there was almost 10 million of these little shad that came back to the Columbia River and crossed that big dam right there. So, needless to say, it's hard to put a dent in them. But I only need one. Come on. It's not too much to ask. Oh! Dang near yanked the rod out of my hand. That was a vicious shad. Hammerhead shad, that's what it was. Make sure he didn't straighten my hook out. Oh, we're good, we're fishing. Game on. Maybe they've gone deeper. Oh, that's a good sign. We got a bunch of guys below us hooking up. Now, it's definitely a thing that these things move in waves. You'll see how, as the fish come up the river, you'll see a line of fishermen down the bank start to hook up. And then as soon as they hook up and land their fish, you'll notice all of a sudden you'll get bit. Then you look above you and everybody upriver from you gets a fish. And it's just a party. It's just a real fish party. Come on, baby. Come on. Oh, come on, old man. Save some for the rest of us. I'm just kidding. I'm glad he's having fun. Oh, there he was. He yanked it right out of his mouth. Took his dinner before he became mine. Got him. Got him. That's the one. That's him. Little's excited. Little knows what's going on. Okay, I'm gonna nurse this one. I'm really gonna nurse this one. This is dinner. This one's for all the marbles. Okay, nobody breathe. Nobody panic. Everybody hold their breath. Think happy thoughts. Think happy thoughts. Oh, it's another tiny one. Okay, well this one doesn't quite fit the size spectrum that we were looking for, but it was a good time nevertheless. Thanks for joining us. Now you're famous, Mr. Shad. See you later. Okay, we'll keep grading up. But one thing is apparent, the wave has arrived. The wave has arrived. They're here, everyone. I can feel their presence. I either got something really big or a big shad, but that feels big. Maybe a salmon. Kind of feels like a salmon. What is this? Might have just hooked Shadzilla, everybody. Yeah, I'm fairly certain I just hooked a salmon, you guys, or a steelhead. Neither one would surprise me. I'm gonna keep them down nice and deep so that we don't spook them too much. We're gonna get them in here close, then I'm gonna lift them to the surface and we're gonna get a look at what it is. My heart is pounding right now, everybody. I'm just trying to be extremely gentle. Whatever this thing is, it's bigger than this hook is made for. I can say that much right now. Okay, nice, easy reel. We're gonna get our first look at this thing. Oh yeah, big salmon. Big salmon. Big, beautiful salmon. Goodness gracious. Oh, this is cool. This is my first time ever getting a salmon up here doing this. Now, where we're actually fishing right now, we can't legally keep this fish, so no matter what happens, we'll be letting it go, but I'd really love to put hands on this thing and show you guys. Okay, moment of truth. Oh, that's such a pretty fish. Oh man, I want to see this so bad. Come on. Oh, that's so cool. Oh, and he's back out there. Well, that just made my day. Come on, come on. Look at that dart right in the corner of his mouth. Wow. There he is. So this adipose fin right here normally would be a lot bigger. So this fish is actually a hatchery fish that didn't quite fully get clipped, which means even if we could keep this fish, we probably would let it go anyways, just to avoid any complications with the law. But wow, what a blessing. What an absolutely perfect specimen of a salmon. Thanks so much for the fight, my friend. Go live your life. See you later. Yeah, I'll take that over a shad any day. Well, I must say that was most definitely a pleasant surprise. Now it's time to get dinner. I'm all shook up. Got the shivers over here. Got him. Oh, he's running right at us. Oh, body's a jumper. It's a mini tarpon. Oh, wow. This one's full of piss and vinegar, I tell ya. He's fresh and he's dinner. There he is. Stay Fishy World, meet tomato basil. Tomato basil, meet Stay Fishy World. See what you look like in the pan. And just like that, nearly at the speed of light, we are fully enveloped in our second endeavor on this escapade. That's a lot of big words in one sentence. I almost went cross-eyed. But if you guys couldn't tell, if you don't know me by now, usually after some fishing, we got to do some foraging. And today, your eyes are not deceiving you. I am foraging in thongs. And I obviously thought that one out already. I was sitting in the truck on the drive here. It's about 2.5 hours to get up to where we are. Obviously, it's very, very pretty outside now. We got out of the rain, got our fish, and if the mushroom picking goes anywhere near as good as the fishing went, we got it made. Now, I think you guys will notice that the terrain that we are currently in is much, much different than you normally see me picking mushrooms in the springtime. But it's because we're taking the hard route. The fishing was easy enough, and we're going for a couple different species that we've actually never picked on Stay Fishy in the springtime before. It's not because I don't like morels or that they're not my favorite, but we got to challenge ourselves a little bit. The morels we'll pick if we find, but what we're after today is 2 different species that are absolutely delicious, and it will complement this meal that we're going to make very, very well. I got a camp spot just down the road here I got picked out already. Let's do some foraging. Yeah, I don't know if this is the best idea, everyone. What do you think? You know, I was thinking when I was saying I'm gonna forage in thongs, I was like, man, that'd be a great title or a great name of a YouTube channel, right? Except you guys probably wouldn't want to see me in a banana hammock out here foraging through the woods in me thongs. In me thongs, that's how they say it in Australia. Me thongs, everything's me. But I think a good idea would be going to put some boots on because we still have an entire adventure to enjoy together, and nothing's worse than a stub toe. Here now. Ooh, we found. If you guys watched last week's episode, you'll know what that is. It's a calf brain. Yeah, those aren't no good. Little already said no. Yep, he says no. That's not what we want, Dad. It's bug season time. What do you think about bug season? Probably not looking forward to it. If you guys didn't already know, there's a lot of stuff I'm saying if you didn't already know, but some of you probably already know, but Little's arch nemesis in this world is bugs. He hates bugs more than anything in the world. Some more calf brains. This is a good sign, everyone. This is a good sign. There is a lot of mushroom growth. We've had an incredible spring so far where we've had these real mild little short stints of good temperatures and semi-high heats with a lot of rain in between. So the beauty of mushrooms and mycology and mycelium, rather, a lot of more big words, you guys. This is the big word day for Jordan. But the thing about mycelium is that it won't die. It'll keep living and it'll keep producing mushrooms as long as it doesn't dry out and actually basically turn into dust and not have any more nutrients to give the mushrooms that's growing. So what it means is because this year the ground hasn't dried out, that mycelium hasn't died, mushrooms will just keep growing and growing, which we like. All right, we are mobile. Yeah, let's go this way. Already spotted a couple more mushrooms right by the truck. Not the delectable kind. What I'm noticing is there's quite a few mushrooms that I don't usually see in the spring, which is kind of fascinating. One I'm seeing a lot of is the amanita. And amanita is very, very, very poisonous. Some people like to use it for medicinal purposes, but I would never, ever recommend even touching them. But they're I'll show you when I find one, but they are a mushroom that grows pretty much all year round, other than midsummer, unless it has the right conditions. But it's a mushroom that you should never want to take. It's very, very obvious. It has pretty dramatic and bright colors, so it's really kind of a common sense sort of thing, where if it's like orange or like bright red or looks gnarly as heck and it doesn't look appetizing, don't pick it. What you got over here, kid? Well, I guess sometimes you should turn right when you turn left, so we're gonna do that. Good thing life has options. Let's go right. There is nothing in here. Ghost town under the trees. Back out in the open. Well, kind of scarce on this right-hand turn. Might as well take another one. I ran across the country, so I just turned around, thought I'd run back. I came this far, I think I'll just keep going. Ah, Forrest Gump. Ooh, signs of life. The wrong kind of life, but it's a start. These are what I would call probably just milk caps. These are like little brown mushrooms. A good sign that there's mushroom growth happening. Not edible, not tasty, so we're gonna leave them there, but it's a good sign. I just noticed too, right when we got up on this little flat, we got like a little flat piece of elevation. There was some water sitting in these little pockets. Boom, mushrooms. So we're on the right track. Come on, lid man. Use that superior nose of yours. Find us some din-din. Got some more prime terrain going here. One thing I will admit right off the bat here is that I didn't go very deep, if you know what I'm saying, into the woods where we just first started this. I kind of got right off the beaten path, off the pavement, went down a gravel road a little ways to a spot that I've scouted out before, and I can definitely tell that there's already been people here. These days especially, there's a lot of people that, you know, go out and make a living picking mushrooms, and honestly I used to do it back in the day. It was probably one of my favorite times in life, when I was out there just living in the woods. Well, yeah, what am I saying? I'm still doing the same thing, and I appreciate it because I couldn't do it without you guys. But there's a lot of commercial pickers. There's a lot of people that pick for fun, and so a lot of areas get hit pretty hard. So you have to get off that beaten path. You have to spend enough time, do some scouting, do your homework, and go far enough away from where a lot of the traffic is going to be if you really want to hammer the mushrooms. But nobody can ever pick them all, so that's the nice part. Me and Little are pretty good cleanup, unless it's cleaning up dinner, and we don't like to do that very much. I think it's time to jump the tracks again. It's kind of hot out here in the sun. We need some shade. Come on, Little. Let's go get shaded. Here's our amanitas that we don't want to touch. You guys have already seen the LBMs. So, one motto I always have is if you're not finding mushrooms, leave and go somewhere else. The mushroom gods want us to get a little bit further from home today, so that's what we're going to do. Well, a quick glance at what was going to be camp, but we need mushrooms to camp, so we might come back to it if we strike gold here quick enough. But beautiful spot right here by the water. Quaint little waterfall. Ooh, looks like a big waterfall down there. Should probably check it out. I know you guys probably want to see. Wow, I don't know how good a look you guys are getting at this, but it is absolutely gorgeous. Looks like a mega death trap, I'll tell you that much. Would not want to be rafting this one. Cool. That was worth it. Nope. For a second there, I thought it was a chanterelle. And I don't even know if it's physically possible. I don't know. Nature is a pretty interesting thing, but I don't even know if it's possible for a chanterelle to grow in the spring, but I think that kind of proves our point. It's not a chanterelle. So one thing I've learned the hard way over the years of mushroom picking, and it's a little free tip for you guys, is that if you're not finding your desired species of mushrooms, or genus, another big word, usually it has to do with the kind of trees that you're looking for them in. So it's kind of a surefire bet. If you're seeing a lot of mushrooms and you're not finding the ones that you want to find, which today I'm going to do a little spoiler alert, we're going for porcinis. spring porcinis, or more commonly known as a bleat. For some reason they call them bleats in the fall and they call them porcinis in the spring. Doesn't make much sense to me, but I can't keep up with the kids these days. But the spring porcini is the one I'm really wanting to get today. It's a very, very tasty mushroom, very meaty, and it'll go really well with our shad dish that we're gonna do. So as you can tell, with my little quick tip that I just gave you, we went to a place with no trees. Pretty drastic, I know. But in all honesty, as I was driving past this clear cut, this is prime time morel country, so I had to stop. Had to give it a little walkabout. Fingers crossed. I don't know if there's maybe has been a couple of stay fishies over the years that we didn't find mushrooms when we set out to do so, and I hope today is not one of those days. The fishing was easy. Mushroom picking, not so much. Going to the lee side of the clear cut here, you can see how this actually has some shade on it. The ground does look a lot more moist, if you will, moister than an oyster. Do a quick run down this little tree line. Oh, look at that caprine. Not the desired, but it's something. We're gonna leave it right there though. Oh, could it be? Oh, nope. Another flippin' amanita. Or maybe I'm wrong with the identity of this one, but all I know is it's not one that I'm gonna eat. We'll check in the mushroom book when we get back on the truck, and I'll kind of go over it with you guys. That's something I don't think I've ever done with you guys. There's one particular mushroom book. There's some apps that you can download off of the app stores that are straight up mushroom identifiers. You just take a picture and it tells you what it is. You have to pay for it, but I got my little book that I got for $7.99 years ago, and it has pretty much every mushroom known to man in it. So we'll revise what that one is when we get back to the truck. But as soon as I crossed this field, I got over to the other side of the clear cut, and there are mushrooms everywhere now. So come on, Morels. Big man is acting very peculiar right now. I'm seeing a lot of elk poop all in this field, or in this clear cut, and told me to come over here to him. He gave me the sign. You can see something he likes over there. What is it? Ooh, looks like we might have a cougar kill here. I think that's exactly what's going on. Where is it? So what'll happen here when a cougar kills an animal, whether it be an elk or deer or whatever it might be, they can't usually eat it all their first sitting. So what they'll do is they'll take whatever's left and they'll bury it in a specific area around where they kill it. And I think that's what Little's smelling right now. So let's see if he can find it. Look for it. Look for it. Oddly enough, I think he smells the cat. As you can see, he's pretty sketched out. Keeps coming back in here and telling me it's here, but odds are that cat's probably not far. We're kind of playing with fire here, but we'll do it for the views. Worth it. You're saying it's right here. Well, kind of a very eerie and tense moment. Little's telling me we don't want to mess with it. You can definitely tell by his body language he doesn't want to go any closer. I think that cat's still really close. Probably he's got it buried right in here somewhere. I can hear a bunch of flies, but I'm gonna take Little's word for it and just slip on out. Keep looking for my mushrooms and mind my business. No need to be messing with the kitty today, right? No kitties? Is it a kitty cat? Is that what it is? Is it a cat or is it a bear? Is it a bear? Which one is it? Is it a bear or a cat? Yeah, whatever, let's go. Well, we wanted moisture for mushrooms and we got it. Found the snow, found a river crossing the road. Let's cross it. Like a glove. Well, we found home for the night. Very quaint, very peaceful, and very, very beautiful. We got a nice babbling brook over here. Some nice fresh, clean water for old time guy. We have ourselves a perfect truck camp. Moral of the story is I suck. I couldn't pull it off. We couldn't have the perfect day where we smash fish and pick mushrooms. So basically from here on out, don't ever believe anything I ever say again. But we tried to squeeze a lot in one day, used about 3/4 of a tank of fuel, probably traveled 200 miles, and I'm pretty proud. I'd say it was a pretty awesome day. There's only one step left, a meal. And as many of you out there watching, I'm sure have been saved by a plan B in your life, I brought one as well. All right, well, you can all get your heads out of the gutter because this is plan B. Dried morels. That's the beauty of being good at picking morels sometimes, is you get enough that you can put them up and save them for a rainy day. And this was a rainy day and a sunny day, but nonetheless, we got some extra morels. So I'm gonna get these soaking in some water so that they get ready. We can add them into our dish. Now it's time to clean this little shad. Okay, so we got a dirty pan. Gonna need to get some water boiling in that. Got a few of our ingredients here. I'm gonna take my pan, my pot, and a plate on down to the river with a shad. Yeah, let's do this. Oh God, he's coming out. Oh, he's coming out. Not yet, dude. Not yet. Not yet. Not yet. Okay, now, next order of business, let's get some morels soaking. Normally I'd want to do this with warm water, but you know what? Since I can't find mushrooms today, we're gonna just take it as it goes. A little handful of those. That should be plenty. Let's save those again for another day when I can't find mushrooms. Okay, now for the main course, the entree. Now the thing about these little shad is they have an absurd amount of scales on them. And this again, this is a recipe that was suggested to me one time when I was down making friends on the bank in that exact same spot that we were standing today. And a gal who, their family eats a lot of these, told me that one of their favorite recipes was the one that we're doing today. So that being the case, in honor of them, I don't remember their names or know where they're at, but thanks for the idea. You inspired us. Get these guts out. Ooh, that one was gonna make some more babies. That's all right, there's another 12 million. Go behind the gills. Pop that head off. Take those front fins off. Get that bloodline cleaned out. And in reality, I mean, there is quite a bit of meat on these little guys, especially one this size. I mean, that thing's got some shoulders on it. You can see not a whole lot's gonna go to waste. There is a lot of bones, but the practicality of doing this recipe the way I'm gonna do it is that once the fish is done cooking, I'll be able to just grab that main skeleton, kind of like when you do a trout, and pull the whole thing out, so it'll be boneless. Okay, now for the scales. So I'm gonna take my knife the best I can and try to get every last one of those little medallions off of it. Okay, almost there. Okay, I'd say she's pretty clean. You guys see any more? I'm gonna take that one last little fin off, get all that sand out of there, the moss, and that's an edible shad right there. Well, a little dilemma. I mean, I'm not that great at math, but that doesn't seem like it's gonna fit. Dilemma. Have knife, full cut. Now it fits. Okay, so here's the plan. A little bit of Worcestershire, because it can't hurt. All right. Definitely couldn't hurt. A little bit of flavor. And I know all you guys out there, all you critics, are already saying, oh my God, he's got store-bought tomato sauce. But you know what? Yeah, I do. I'm truck camping, okay? Get off. Get off my back. So, very, very simple. I mean, this is how they explained it to me. We're gonna go tomato sauce right over that fish. Maybe a little bit more. Cover her back up. Gonna grab our morels. Lightly scatter them. Onto the flame we go. Please don't fall over. Nobody touch it. Next, we're gonna take some fresh basil, which I think is really gonna light this off. I mean, a little bit of morel flavor. I mean, you lather anything in tomato sauce enough, it's gonna taste good. But do a little bit of that fresh basil on it. Splash of the Hippie Cowboy, just because. Good marketing. And then the rest we let nature do. Now, I ain't gonna lie to you guys, other than about the fact of me being able to find mushrooms on a whim, but this smells phenomenal. Let's see, let's give it a little, you know, Grandma always said, don't stir the pot. Ooh. I'm gonna go ahead and add, you know what? No, I'm not. I'm not gonna add nothing. I'm just gonna let it do its thing. Here's what I'm gonna do though. Try not to burn myself, but I'm gonna balance life out a little bit there. I lied again. I'm gonna add more sauce. Why not? And we're gonna do a little a la carte here with a little Columbia River sourdough. We've switched brands because clam and sourdough never called me back. Just kidding, it's all good. As long as it says that little thing right there, sourdough, I'll eat it. So we're looking pretty good. We're looking saucy, that's for sure. Forgotten item of the week is a pot holder. Go figure. So first off, I'm gonna see if I can get the skin off. First things first. I don't think that's gonna be very difficult. Just gonna do a nice little incision. Kind of just scrape that right off. Not bad. I mean, take a look. It really looks like tuna. I mean, look at this bloodline. Looks just like a tuna bloodline. Because tuna bloodline is so gross, and I know that, and this looks so much like it, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna get rid of that. But that's for the little dog. I mean, honestly, guys, it's a beautiful meat. Let's see some comments below. Let's see some comments below. What do you think? Wow, there's a lot of it too. Okay. There's all these bones everyone always talks about. I'm gonna get rid of this little piece here. That's a little piece as well. Ah, it's hot. Everybody's laughing. Everyone's laughing. Okay. Lay that side down. Give her a little love. Oh, too much love. Don't know my own strength. Oh, no, don't do that. I want all those bones to come out. That didn't happen though. You gotta do some bone control. Easy, everyone, easy. I just said bone control for crying out loud. So you to 8th grade again. All right, well, I want to hear your thoughts, everyone. Let's hear them. All right, let's give her the old mixer. The old Panther Creek wine mixer. The old Panther Creek Shad mixer. Yeah. Yep, I'm lonely. Thank God for little. Thank God for you. I love you so much. Yep, they weren't lying when they said it was bony, you know, but whatever, aren't we all? I think the next experiment with this stuff is most definitely going to be canning it. Because what I found with fish like this that have these tiny little herringbones like this, because these shad actually are an oversized herring. They're from the herring species. I joke and I call them baby tarpon because they fight hard. But they are actually just an oversized herring. They are a bait fish. So they do have what they call herringbones. It's not just a suit. It is an actual thing. And there is a lot of them. Okay, Lid, come give it a try. What do you think? Worth it? Good enough for dog food? I will say, not the prettiest dish I've ever made. I know a lot of you out there are going, ew. And I'm gonna eat it. Watch this. Okay. Lots of bones. That is a for sure thing. Okay, so the way I was told by the young lady that told me how to cook this, normally you'd want to use a crock pot. You wouldn't want to use a little crack stove like this. I couldn't get the temperature that low to really like marinate the whole body of it. Probably want to skin it again too. There's a lot of regrets going on right now, especially even from the day, maybe life, I don't know. But anyways, back to cooking. But if I was going to do this again, I definitely want to cook it on something maybe over the fire, something that wasn't going to get so hot and that was going to slow cook it a little bit more. And then it was recommended to me that they put this over rice. And so I could see how this over a rice dish would be really good, but you know what? Sourdough can't hurt. Okay. Pick around some bones. Get some morels in there. There it is. Shad toast. It's hot out here. The guy that told me that this Aussie hat was good for summertime was lying. You know, I'm gonna give it credit. I mean, a lot of you guys out there know I'll just eat just about anything twice. Not everything though. But the true fact of it is it's a very nice meat. Like you can see, it's a very, really it does remind me of albacore almost. Same texture, really juicy, a lot of fat. With tomato sauce and a morel and some basil. Whatever. I mean, you can keep 100 a day. Might as well. It's good. I will say if I had a little more time on my hands, we got a really busy schedule coming up here. We're about to head down to California in 2 days for my first ever striped bass tournament. We're gonna be doing some collabs with Taku again. Fingers crossed we get to hang out with Fisherman's Life. We got some foraging planned, we got some fishing planned. We're going to NorCal. They're gonna hook it up. The boys are back. Actually, it's our first time there, but whatever. So, nevertheless, we got a big schedule coming up. Go to Alaska in July. Obviously be living out of this truck right here for the next couple of months. About to move. A lot of weird stuff going on in my life. Life's crazy right now. I think it is for everybody out there, you know. The world's a crazy place. The U.S. is a crazy place, but you know what? We're all hanging in there, and we're enjoying life, and we're out here making the best of it, eating whatever we can. Well, dishes are done. Sat in the dog food. Sat right in it. Take a look. That's what Shad looks like when you sit on it. It's been a day, you know. I think it's time we flip this bad boy out, kick back. I have a really big surprise for you guys in the morning. I kind of hinted it out in the last video, or last video, 2 videos ago when I crawled into bed for the night. I hinted it out, but tomorrow morning we're gonna head on back to the homestead, and I'm gonna show you something that's gonna blow your minds. No way though, did you just awooga like your papa? Just do awooga like your papa? Yes. Oh, you like kisses just like your papa too. Well, here they are. Well, here they are, everybody. Here is the menaces that are Lidman's puppies. I promised you in the last episode that I would show them to you, and here they are. So this is the litter from the Blue Heeler. Her name is Emmy. The mother's name is Emmy. Father's name is Tiny. Hey, what do you think of this? Not real impressed with yourself, huh? You thought he was just having a good time. Where are you going? Come here. Come here. Come here, kid. Come say hi to your kids. Come say hi to your kids. He's not real enthused. Well, let's take a look at these little guys. Oh my goodness. So we got no names. Oh my god, look at this one. This one really reminds me of Little. And secret's out. I think I'm going to be taking one of these little guys. I haven't figured out exactly which ones yet. But there's a couple in here that look identical to their dad. Absolutely identical to Little, and have a similar personality as well. So I'm very curious to see how they turn out. And you guys are going to be along for the full ride of this. We're going to be having a little junior here soon. Look at this. Let's see. Let's see some comments below on what your favorites are so far. Which one's your favorite? Oh, look at this guy. He's rambunctious. He's got a pointy tail. He's rambunctious. Oh, he's camera shy too. This one looks just like his dad. It's so cute. Looks just like his dad. Oh, what about you? You look just like your dad too, little girl. Yeah, you do. You look just like him. How about you? You don't look nothing like him. You're the mailman's. All right, here's the other little ones. The other little ones. Oh my gosh. Now Timber's, these are Timber's pups. Timber is a red heeler. She's a great mother. Here she is. Hi, Timber. Hi, Timberlimber. How's your babies? There's one hiding over there. Oh, there he is. There's the guy. He's hungry. He's hungry. Are you eating your baby's food? Yes, it's okay. What's this guy? Oh my god, you look so much like your dad. Little lady. Little lady?
The twins.
Oh wow, look at these two. Once again, let's see the votes, everyone. The votes are in. The ballots are in.
LJ and LL. Favorite? Little lady and little junior.
Little junior. Oh, they're fighting. They're feisty. Just like their dad. Just like their dad. You're gonna chew up the sandals just like your dad does, huh?
Yeah, so you can see the brown highlights. That'll definitely be a blue. Oh, Snoop, good boy. So the thing is right when they wake up and get...
Well, how exciting. It feels good to be a grandfather. And thank you guys so much for being along the ride. Little's always been a big part of the channel. And now we have more puppies that are going to be an even bigger part of the channel. So until next week, everyone. Same time, same place. You all stay fishy. We'll see you out there.
Mm-hmm.